Hi, welcome to Making It Better Me Day 140 update. That is 20 weeks, so I've been at this for a while and feeling pretty good about it. Um, Before I talk about my day today, let me just do a brief recap of what Making It Better Me is all about because I haven't done that in a while. First off, it is a sort of a New Year's resolution type of a thing where I decided that I would make myself accountable for some of the things I wanted to do by making a vlog about it. So basically, I've got some goals that I want to attain or some changes in my lifestyle that I wanted to make, and I figured I would be more accountable for making those changes if I had to make a video every day and talk about what I've done and what goals I've met and how I've achieved things. Some days have been great, some days I've done a lot of things, some days I have done nothing. But I'm here every day and I'm talking about it and sort of highlighting my successes and trying to keep up with that. So let me talk a little bit more about what the goals are. First off, one of them was to increase my fitness. I've been going to the gym for quite a few years now, and I recently have had a couple of injuries that have kept me from really lifting weights. So over the last little while, I've been working on trying to get those upper body issues fixed by getting lots of work with chiropractic and massage and functional motion specialist, trying to get that stuff sorted out. I've also been trying to increase my cardio, my ab work, my core work, and increase my stretching. One of the other goals that I've wanted to do is, and I didn't start this initially, although I have sort of eased into it over the last little while, is eating healthier or making better food choices at times. I'm not super hardcore on the diet, but trying to make a little bit better choices. And one of the other things I wanted to be a little bit more accountable for was helping out more around the house, helping my wife with day-to-day chores, because it's not her job. It is both of our jobs. We're a team and we work together on things in our house. So I wanted to make sure that I wasn't always just leaving things up to her. So, and overall, on most of these goals, I think I've made some progress and made some headway. So let's talk a little bit about today. Today was Sunday, and today was the second day of AAC Agility Regionals here in Nova Scotia. And today was a frustrating day with Agility Regionals, not so much about the performance, but because of the weather. Every year that we've run regionals to date, we have run indoors. This year we ran outside, and we had a great day yesterday. We had beautiful sun, wonderful weather. Today we had horrible rain, and when I say horrible rain, I'm talking the field was essentially, by the end of the day, a swamp, water up to your ankles, running. Now, I should point out, I'm not the agility handler. I don't do the running. My youngest daughter, Tamara, does agility, and this weekend she was running with our middle border collie, Blur, who is a 6-year-old Blue Merle Border Collie. This was his 5th Agility Regional Championships, and he did meet the qualifying score and placed 3rd in his division, I believe. There was some question over the results, but I'm thinking 3rd was pretty accurate estimate of where he finished. He was 3rd out of 16 dogs in his division, so I felt pretty good about that. Felt pretty proud that he was able to do that well, and I think he probably could have done a lot better, but he left quite a few things out there. He had a couple of simple faults that really cost him quite a few points. So, but that is what it is, and super happy with how he handled anyways. So, as I said, this was the first year that the regionals has been outside that we've been involved, or that we've competed. I think it has been once other since we've been involved with agility, but we didn't compete at regionals in that particular year. I think they also had similar problems in that year, that they had a lot of water issues on the field. Although it may have been the night before and the field was just wet and didn't drain. We actually had downpouring rain for hours today. So that being said, a little frustrated with that. I know there was a indoor facility available, and I'm not sure 100% why the choice was made to not use that available indoor facility. So anyway, it is what it is. There's nothing that we can do to change that now. So all we can do is move forward and figure out what to do next. But again, Blur did very, very well. He had some beautiful, beautiful runs, and Tamara handled him really nicely. So I was really proud of that. So good job, team. Really, really, really pleased with that. So pretty wiped out after that. I was just tired, and it was a much longer day than I thought it would be. Like, we didn't get home till probably 4 o'clock, and that was starting. We get to the trial about 8:30, and that was only 2 runs today for us. We did bail on the first run because we didn't need to do it, and the weather, the field wasn't in good condition then, so we decided not to. One of the other things that I want to mention about this is Blur has been off injured for a number of months now. We've been doing a little bit of training with him, working him back into getting ready for trials over the last couple of months. But he did take probably a 2 to 3 month break in the winter when he basically didn't do anything. So I want to say a special thanks to a couple of people. One is our chiropractic vet, Dr. Janice Fisher, who works on him, make sure he's in good functional shape, make sure he's all where he's supposed to be and all that sort of stuff, and checks him over. The other person that we want to send a special thanks out to is Brittany Cameron, who is his massage therapist, and she worked with him. She worked with him at the trial this weekend, making sure everything felt good, helping him get loosened up, when he had tight muscles and things like that, to be ready for his other runs. So really, really, thankful for those people for helping him be at his best. So one of the things that I was a little bit frustrated about, I'm going to mention this just briefly, is, AAC is one of the agility federations that we play, and they basically count clean runs over time any day. So one of the other federations that we play, UKI, it's time plus faults. So I know that we would have probably done a whole lot better in time plus faults because Blur left a lot of bonus time on the course because of, there were 2 courses in particular where he had a small fault and it ended up costing him, 50 points in bonus time. So, but that's okay. We were still pleased. That being said, he still did have his second best regional finish out of 5 tries, and so he still, didn't look too bad. Although I think he could have done a lot better. But really, really pleased with how they ran and handled yesterday. They looked like an amazing team. They were really gelling together, just really clicking and firing on all the gear. So some really beautiful runs. So what else did I do today? When we get home, we had made us some supper, and I had that. And after supper, I watched an episode of Game of Thrones. Getting almost to the end of season 5, so we're closing in on the end of the series. Still really, really enjoying it. Loving watching it with her and just having a lot of fun with it. After that, I did do a few dishes, and I ran and did some banking, and after I went to the bank, I headed to the gym, and I did a little bit of work on rotator cuff work. I did just some movement on my shoulders, and I did about 30 minutes of probably moderate pace cardio. Had a little sweat going, and I worked on the recumbent bike. So I feel pretty good about that. It's my first time back at the gym for a while. I've been out. I'd hurt my back about 2 weeks ago, and just ended up missing time with being busy and a few other things, and just didn't make it to the gym. So it felt good to be back there tonight and getting a little workout in, and I'm gonna get myself back on track and continue with that. So what's coming up this week? Tomorrow's a holiday. It's Victoria Day. And I believe I am getting up and going to Halifax with my wife, Leanne, to visit her mom, who's been in the hospital for about a week and a half, almost 2 weeks now, I think. And we're going to see her. Her brother is home for a few days and going to be with us. Actually, he is leaving tomorrow. He's heading back to Calgary because he has to return to work. So, but he was down to see her while she was sick this weekend. So that was good. So yeah, that's tomorrow. Tuesday, I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on this week, to be completely honest. I'll have to really take a look at my calendar and see what all's on there. Right now, I can't think of anything off the top of my head that might be on my calendar, so I might have a wide open week. That would be weird. I'm not used to that. Anyways, so that's about it for my video for today. It is late and I'm getting tired, and I do have to sleep in order to go to Halifax tomorrow. I may run a few errands while they visit, but I'll visit a little bit as well. But yeah, so if you've enjoyed this video, if you've liked it, hit that thumbs up button. Let me know that you're out there. I'd love to have feedback. If you have any comments, I'd like to hear them below. Please feel free to leave comments on my videos. I love to have feedback and interaction with my viewers. And last of all, hit that subscribe button. If you have not subscribed to my channel, hit that subscribe button. I love to have that feedback, knowing you're a subscriber and watching my videos. It helps me to be more accountable, helps me to be more keen to do my videos. So I would appreciate that subscribe button. Anyways, that's it for tonight. So have a good night. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.